Let's go ahead and get a check of our top stories this morning. This morning, we are going one-on-one with Metro Transit leaders as concerns about safety on the light rail grow.
So this comes after a shooting and a robbery on a light rail train in St. Paul left a man hurt over the weekend. Pauline Lee has been riding the rails this morning with leaders over at Metro Transit to hear what they have to say. And you've talked to the general manager, the COO. We're going to be talking with the police chief.
Yeah, that's right. So we hear all the time that Metro Transit says safety is a top priority. But what is the plan? I think a lot of people are wondering that. So this morning we're sitting down with the police chief himself. Chief Ernest Morales, good morning to you. Thanks for waking up early and sitting with us.
Well, good morning, Pauline. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you joining us as well. First off, before we get started, we have to acknowledge what happened over the weekend, the shooting and the robbery. Obviously, you've been working so hard to try and combat that, improve safety, but that is definitely a blow to your work.
No, absolutely. It's something that's absolutely concerning, but we're aware of it. As a matter of fact, last week I've assigned our former interim chief, Captain Richard Grates, down to East Command. So we're going to have executive coverage, and we're confident that his leadership and his historical relationships in St. Paul will have an immediate impact.
And I'll get back to that in just a second here, but let's talk about the numbers, because you're big on numbers. The first 3 quarters of last year, crime went down about 33%. This Q4 here, it's gone down about 25%, so a slight uptick here. Is that where you want to be? As we're sitting here now, you're hitting your 1-year mark later this month.
Yes, I think the numbers are great. I think that's where we want to be, especially as a leader of the organization. However, I would say that there's still a long way to go. Perception. I want people to feel comfortable. I want people to feel safe, and that's the overall goal.
Yeah.
Numbers are impressive, but perception is reality.
Yeah, and you ride the light rail all the time. You hear from people. I mean, we have crews that have been riding light rail for some time, for the past couple of weeks. They've been talking to people as well. They're wondering, where are your officers? Because they barely see you. Is there a plan? Are you out there on the light rail, on the Metro Transit?
So we're definitely out there. We're more located in our historical problematic locations, but I want to remind everybody that you may not see officers, but we have plainclothes officers out on the system as well.
And that's something new that you just started, right?
That is. We began that approximately 8 weeks ago.
Yeah. So obviously crime is still an issue. We talked about crime going down, but you're talking about 75% of crime that is still happening. What is the plan for the rest of the 75%?
Right, so code of conduct enforcement, we definitely have to get on top of that, and we have to be strategic about how we deploy our personnel in these areas.
Yeah. Do you have enough officers?
No, we need much more officers, and we started a community service officer pathway program. And as a matter of fact, if you're interested in becoming a police officer, I would direct you to metrotransit.org/join-MTPD/.
In fact, I just saw your promotional video, recruiting video, in which you do not shy away from the issues that we have here in the Twin Cities. You hit on homelessness, you hit on fentanyl, drug use, open drug use, drug deals that happen on Metro Transit and the light rail. You're not saying that this is not an issue. You're not shying away from that.
Right. I think in order for us to address the issues, we have to be honest with what we're seeing out there. And I want to definitely motivate the police officers to be proactive in dealing with situations that we see on a daily basis.
It's a long way to go.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, Chief, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We appreciate it. Obviously, we can only get through so much in just a couple of minutes here, but Chief and I, we're going to continue riding the rails. We'll continue the conversation. You can hear more of it coming up later this morning on CBS News Minnesota, our streaming service, ladies.
Yeah, I know you have limited time, Pauline, but good talk there. Really interesting stuff. Thank you.